Hello, welcome to Figure Form 45. Thank you for your time checking my video. Now, if you are new to my channel, please leave a like and subscribe if you like my videos. This will really help me a lot in making more of these videos. Now, as I said before in my last video, I want to create a new series so that I won't just be doing toy reviews. And I chose the subject like action figure display tips. Now, for this video, I want to talk about one of those most asked questions to me, which is what are those figure stand that I use on my reviews. So this video will focus on all the action figure stand that I use on my display. Now, please enjoy. Now, I want to start first with this one. This is actually what I use in displaying mostly vehicle or especially this horse toys or even motorcycle. Uh, Technically, let me just can he stand? Yeah, come on, Roach. This is actually Roach from the Witcher series of McFarlane Toys. Now, this is actually made of metal. So this is a metal. Even this is metal. What I discovered this stand actually for what's that? 1/6 scale dolls. So this actually can be adjusted to go higher. Now, before, there's something else that I use to stand this horse figure or my other vehicle figure, including those motorcycles uh, like this one. So, just to make them look a little more dynamic on my shelf. So, but it is made of plastic like this one, and through time they break. So I thought, is there any action figure stand there that is made of metal, which will not break through time? Because given the weight of this horse and Medieval's phone, and as you know, guys, I collect my main line. The main line that I collect is mostly McFarlane toys, and since they are in the 7-inch scale or 1/10 scale, they are quite heavy. So I look at Shopee and I discovered this one. So this is made of metal, and the original purpose of this is actually this is 10 for dolls. And as I said, 1/6 scale like Hot Toys. So I think usually they do this, and then this is where they put the like the crotch area of the Hot Toys doll to make them stand. So when I look at it, I said, okay, I can use that as a stand for my Roach and other motorcycles. So and so far, it did serve its purpose. So yeah, so now you can pose your action figure with the horse at least somehow in a more dynamic pose. And it won't break. Another option, I think this is too high, is for the motorcycle. So you can also use that. Just to make your figure in the display shelf a little more dynamic. So that's one stand that I use. Now, another stand that I use, especially when I was in a budget, is basically I create one from, you know, metal wire. But I'm gonna create a separate video for stands that I use metal wire because this is actually my go-to stand when I want to do a specific pose to a figure which cannot be produced by using this uh, stand that are readily available in the market. So I'll be creating separate videos for uh, my different ideas when I create uh, wire stand. But I just want to include it here just to give you an idea. This is actually the cheapest alternative. If you want to display your figure using a stand, just create this one. But as I said, I'll be making a different videos for uh, poses or displays using wire stands. Now another one, I guess this needs no introduction because if you are like me who is a McFarlane DC Multiverse collector, this is sometimes included on the figures and most of the time not. So this is one of the plate stand that I use, but to be honest, I think McFarlane need to improve on their design here because their figure is getting more bulky and heavier. The this single this design, this single thing can no longer hold it. And another thing is that since this cannot be adjusted through time, this gets loose, and when it gets loose you cannot tighten it. And yeah, I've actually had a lot of this stand that got loose and I can no longer use them and I just threw them away. That's actually one of the reasons why I decided to look for other alternative of figure stand because yeah, this need to be improved. And while we're on the stands that are readily available for the figures, you guys also know that I collect Mafex, which are the figure that are displayed on the background. Now that brand also has this standard figure stand that it has, and I also don't like it. Although the advantage of the Mafex stand is that you can tighten up the screw, but through time it become loose wire and they also get loose. So Mapex also needs to change their design on their stand because I think it's kind of outdated and yeah, just improve the stand. Now for big or huge figures that are a little heavy, like Bane, it's actually the reason why I have Bane here. I use this stand, which comes in two sizes. Let me just, yeah. So this is a stand that I use for uh, bigger figures like Vane and like Juggernaut. Those are pretty big figures with huge waists. Now this stand, I guess originally these are also for 1/6 scale dolls. You know, like hot toys basically. That's actually the main purpose of this, but I use them for big figures like this one because uh, most of the time the huge figures I just display at the back and this will actually secure them standing. Although to be honest, Bane doesn't need a stand. The standard McFarlane stand that McFarlane gives is good for Bane. Bane stands pretty well. This is an amazing mega fig, guys. If you have a chance to, if you find this in the market, buy it. This is an amazing mega fig. Now it comes in two sizes. So I know that Bane does not fly, but if you have a figure that actually big and also flies, that's when I use this other one. And I will send Bane flying. And sometimes I also use this if this is actually also good to use if you don't have risers. When I said riser, it's like that one at the back that I use. Where is it? That one risers, even at the top. Yeah, those one, the one that looks like a ladder. Um, if you don't have a riser like that, you can actually. This is another alternative. If you want to your figure at the back to be posed higher, you can use this because it will give the figure more height. Yeah. Now the other stand that I use is basically a variation of this one because this one is actually for, as I said, for huge figures and it is basically made of plastic. But this one, let me just take off. But I guess you can already guess where I use this. I use this for wing figures so that they'll be at that are displayed at the back and pose like they're flying. So the difference of this one is this is made of metal and the the clamp is smaller. It's made for smaller ways. So for standard size figure like this one, this is what I use to display him because this is useful. When I use this stand, most of the time it's because they will be hidden and displayed at the back. Because I like this, I like actually this stand because they are pretty stable when doing, flight poses like that one. So yeah, this is another stand that I use. Now this last one, this is actually my real go-to action figure stand. And this is the stand wherein most of you in the comment ask what they are. Basically, before actually collecting action figure, I am a huge Gundam builder. I just really don't have the space now. That's why I no longer build Gundam. But if I go back to that hobby every now and then, maybe I'm going to create a video for Gundams too on how I build them. So this stand is actually for Gundams. Now I have two versions of this stand that I buy. Bandai actually, I'm not sure if Bandai releases original version of this stands, but to be honest, I haven't seen Bandai release this type of stand as far as in my area is concerned. Uh, the original stand from Bandai that I see that are available in the market are the ones that are really for the robot. Sorry, not robot, for the Gundams and not for humanoid figures. When I said Gundam and not humanoid figures, is that the original ones that I see in the market, they don't have this clamp. So I don't know if Bandai really creates a stand like this, an original stand like this. But as I said, in my area, I don't see any original stand like this. What I see is the one that is exclusively for Gundams, and then there's actually this one though. There's actually an original one, but it's not in my area. I need to go to Manila, specifically Green Hills, and buy them. I forgot what they are called, but they are made by Bandai and they do have clamp. But my problem with that is that they are way too expensive. They are way too expensive, and if you are like me who's been using stands like this, you know that this stand breaks a lot. This is basically an accessory for me, and yeah, they do break a lot through time. That's why I'm okay buying this cheap knockoff versions for them, as far as stands are concerned. So when you go to Shopee, also all of my stands and most of the thing that I buy, including the figures, I buy through Shopee because, as I said, I'm in Pampanga, which is pretty far from Manila, and most of the hobby shops are in Manila. So Shopee is a huge help for me when I discover it because I won't have to travel to Manila in order to buy this stuff. And so it saves me gas and toll. Now, what are these stands? Let me show them to you. So one version is this one. It is actually like a single stand. It is actually the one that I use for Goku. So it said model effect and it's in Chinese. So this, well, it's been a while since I buy a stand. I think this is around 60 pesos. If you go to Shopee, you will find different prices of this one because originally, if you will buy this in Manila, it will be in Avenida. And Avenida is kind of well known in my country as a place where that it's basically like a flea market, something like that, wherein you need to know how to ask for lower prices because they will definitely give you the highest price if you buy them and you don't know how to, negotiate for a cheaper price. Which is the same thing when you look for this in Shopee. You should not buy the first thing that you see that looks like this one. Search all the stores that sells this one and buy the cheapest one. And I think the cheapest one that I was able to buy, this is around 60 or 70 pesos, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure if they are more cheaper now because, as I said, it's been actually a year since I last bought this stand because so far, to be honest, to be fair, they never broke. So yeah, I the last time I bought this is like in 10 pieces, and I think when I buy 10, there's an additional discount for buying in bulk. So this is one version. And this is the other version which I just discovered 2 months ago. This is a new one that which I just, which caught my attention. Actually, that's one of the reason why I no longer buy this because this is my new go-to stand. Uh, I'll let you guess why I like this than this one. Come on, guys. What do you think? Yeah, this is only have a single clamp. This can hold 3 figures. See, that's the huge difference. And that's not the only thing. This is cheaper. I think I only bought this for 50 pesos. Philippine pesos, okay? 50 Philippine pesos. So that's like a dollar, $1 dollar, or less than $1. Uh, sorry, not updated with the current exchange rate now. Okay, so this one is the one that I use for Goku. And this is the one that I use for this. See? The only thing though is that this one I've already tested that is durable. It can hold McFarlane figures. Now, Where's that flash? Give me a second. Here. So it can hold McFarlane figures. It can hold the weight of McFarlane figures. The only thing though is that since I use, despite that this only have a single, and I use two clamps here, basically this, I use two of them here because as I said, these only have one clamp. So yeah, so this is basically using two of this. I just use one of the base and took the clamp of the other stand. So I've had this post like this for a while now on my shelf, and so far it did not, nothing's changed. So this stand, I can guarantee it's kind of durable and it can hold McFarlane figures. The only negative side is that it only has one clamp. So if you want to do poses like this will require two of this. Okay, let's put this on the side. That is actually why I was so happy when I saw this. It's like, can this be true? And it is cheaper. Can this be true? Just one of this and it has 3 clamps. And when I bought it and they delivered it, it's true. There it is. This is only for one stand and it has 3 clamps. So, yay. Yeah, that really made my day because if you're like me, who love to use these stands, this is heaven sent. That this has 3 clamps, and one of them is actually longer. The one in the middle is longer. These two are the same size. One of them is longer, which I think in this case, the one that is using the long one is power. So this is the long one, and this is the short one. As far as SHP yards, it's able to handle it. But for McFarlane, I haven't really tested it. But I can guarantee though that when it comes to the clamps, they are pretty tight. That's another thing that I like about this one. This one, well, actually this one I just added so that to show to you that this is actually what it is really meant for, which is for Gundams. I don't use you don't use the clamps because Gundams usually have a hole on them wherein you can just attach it. Now, in this one, I actually use this. So, guess how many I use in this case? I actually use 3 because in order to make this higher, I had to take one of the connector for another one of this. Remember, it only has 1, 2. But in the case of this one, you can also connect them so that they will be 1, 2, 3. So this is a very costly one, and this is actually a huge improvement now that this is available. As I said, I've just discovered this 2 months ago because it means that when I do this again, it will only require one of this. Now, just to finish up on this video, if you will see these when you see them from here, they are not yet assembled, but it is actually pretty simple to assemble, and there's that screw there. So another advantage, because since they use a screw, you can always tighten them up when they get loose, just like the Mafex figure, Although I can guarantee, unlike the Mafex, this rarely get loose. So same thing on this one. I was actually thinking if I should show you on the video on how to assemble them, but I think this video has been so long and the assembly is actually pretty self-explanatory. Maybe I should just open one to show you what's inside. I'm going to open this one because this is good. And so far, well, despite the fact that I haven't tested this yet for McFarlane, but I have high hopes that it can also carry McFarlane because so far the joints are pretty tight on this one. So let's open this up. Okay, so just to give you an idea what are all the parts. So basically this is the base. Including in the plastic of this base are this, this is actually more like a connector, which you can put here if you want to connect multiple bases. So this is like a connector. For example, if you want to connect this to that, this is a connector. So that's actually another plus for this stand. You can connect multiple stand. And then this one, this is actually for a specific Gundam that, yeah, you won't be using this one. I tried it on Figma, but I think this is too small for Figma. But this is for a specific Gundam's connection. Then they give you this one clamp that is thick. So this clamp I usually use for bigger action figures. As a standard, actually, I use these thinner clamps. But if the figure is kind of heavy, I use this one. If it's heavier and bigger, I use this one, this clamp. Now, it includes 3 bags of the, stand and the clamps. So one of these contains this. So there's 3 of this. So I think the connection is pretty self-explanatory. You put them there, and then here are your screws. Here's the clamp. So there's 3 of that. So yeah. Of the 2 versions that I bought, I recommend this one because it has 3 clamps. Now, as I said before on my previous video, I don't put links in the comments because that had already cost me a channel before. I used to attach, links in the comments when some of my, viewers request a link of a certain product. But yeah, one day I just woke up and my channel's gone. And the main reason is that, I don't know, I think my offense fell under spamming because as they say, I attach a lot of links, outside links in the comments. So I will never ever, attach any more links in the comments because I don't want to lose this channel and lose all the work that I've done before. Just if you want to look for this, as I said, I buy all of this in Shopee. Just search action figure stand or Gundam base stand, and this will be included on the search. Just the cover looks like this one. I recommend the one that has this cover. And it says NGHG, and that's for Gundam. That's our Gundam size. So, okay guys, so I guess this is the end of this video, and I hope somehow it helps answer those questions that was being asked to me in the comments. So at least somehow I hope this video helped you in decorating your action figure display shelf, which, let's face it, it's one of the best feeling as a collector is, displaying them on your shelf. And yeah, I hope this video somehow gave you an idea on how to display them. And as I said, moving forward, maybe I'm gonna create one video for risers. I just don't have that yet. It's still, my item is still in shipping. And as I said before, I will be doing different videos using the metal wire as a stand, because when I want the when I want a pose like this one, I can use the stand. But sometimes there are specific poses which I want to do, which this action figure stand cannot secure, and that's when I use the wires to create the base and display them using the metal wire. Now, I'm not saying that I'm an expert when it comes to posting action figures. Um, to be honest, I want to start this series in order to improve actually my skill. So this is basically gonna be a start of a journey for me to improve my skill in posting action figures, and uh, you know uh, broadening my idea on how to display, on how to improve my cabinet, my display shelf. If you guys have any other idea on how I can improve this series in my channel, please just leave a comment. And also, if you can also leave a comment to show me on certain channels that will help me improve my action figure posing ability, because to be honest, I'm not that good in posing action figures. I'm still, yeah, if you will look at them, they're basically vanilla. So also leave a comment for that. And if you also want to suggest a specific subject that you want me to cover in this series, which is for action figure display tips, leave a comment, and if I can do it, I'm going to create a video of it. Or if I can't right now, maybe through time, I'll try to learn it and make a video out of it. So guys, thank you for watching my video, and you know, hope this helps. Thank you.